Thank you all for joining me. This is Andre with Yup, I Said It. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell notification so that you get all of my latest videos. This would be great. It would be awesome if you could do that, guys. We talked about the Robert De Niro fiasco and, the Trump trial and him showing up, popping up as the Biden administration sent him there to do the dirty work. But everybody saw that and quickly recognized that it was a huge mistake. The Biden administration should have just stood down. If he didn't have anything to do with it, if these trials were just trials, that were supposed to occur without politicization, he should have just stayed away, but he didn't. So they got scared and they sent in the good fella, to go down and do what he does best, try to attack his enemy Trump. Which we still don't understand why he doesn't like Trump, but he's a threat to democracy. All right, that's his greatest reason. But I want to react to this video because we're not the only ones that feel like this was a waste of time and it was stupidity on behalf of the Biden administration. Apparently, TYT Anna Kasparian thinks the same thing. Now, Cheap Yogurt, we can't say the same thing about him because we always see that he's just a very emotional person, and he can't cross the finish line, sort of like Stephen A. Smith or somebody like that. But I'm going to go ahead and play this clip, guys, because I think it's very interesting when Anna Kasparian has more testosterone than Chink Uygur. It's just amazing to see it. And, I don't always agree with, the TYT or Anna Kasparian, Chink Uygur, but every once in a while, man, we can just, we all make sense. All the conservative base feels the same way, and I think that it's very important for us to point it out when they do say something that makes sense. Maybe we can see eye to eye on a lot more issues. But let me go ahead and run this clip because it's absolutely funny.
You're washed up. You're washed up. You're washed up.
We're trying to be gentlemen in this world. The Democrats. You are gangsters. You are gangsters.
You're washed up.
Today, the Biden campaign sent actor Robert De Niro to deliver a speech outside of Trump's hush money trial outside of the courtroom, after which, of course, De Niro got into a bit of a verbal brawl with a Trump supporter. Now, De Niro, as many of you probably already know, has been an incredibly vocal critic of Donald Trump's for years, but recently linked up with the Biden campaign, going so far as to record this ad for them.
From midnight tweets to drinking bleach to tear gassing citizens and staging a photo op, we knew Trump was out of control when he was president. Then he lost the 2020 election and snapped, desperately trying to hold on to power. Now he's running again, this time threatening to be a dictator, to terminate the Constitution.
If I don't get elected, it's going to be a bloodbath.
Trump wants revenge, and he'll stop at nothing to get it.
Now, outside of the trial today, De Niro did more of his usual hyperbolic rhetoric about how Trump could, in his words, destroy the entire world. Let's take a look at that, and I want to get your thoughts, Jake.
I love this city. I don't want to destroy it. Donald Trump wants to destroy not only the city, but the country, and eventually he could destroy the world. I don't mean to scare you. No, wait, maybe I do mean to scare you. If Trump returns to the White House, you can kiss these freedoms goodbye that we all take for granted. And elections, forget about it. That's over, that's done. If he gets in, I can tell you right now, he will never leave.
So Jake, the Biden camp has wanted to distance itself from these trials and indictments because they don't want these cases to appear politically motivated. But now you have Biden essentially sending De Niro out there, or the Biden camp sending De Niro out there to politicize the trial, right? And so do you think that this is a smart move, or does it scream desperation?
It's a little absurd because Trump has had his political surrogates there for weeks now. They're all dressed like Trump, like these morons. They're like, I will now speak for Trump. I will try to look like Trump. But soon they're going to start spray painting their face orange to look more like him. So the Trump team politicized this trial 200 times already. So now they're crocodile tears. I can't believe Biden is politicizing the trial. Get out of here, okay? The incompetent Merrick Garland started the cases, the other cases against Trump so late that they will likely not.
What else is Trump supposed to do? Huh? Is Trump the one that actually brought himself to court? Who's bringing these charges? And if Biden didn't have anything to do with it, why is he sending Robert De Niro there in the first place? Okay, so he's got an ad featuring Robert De Niro, okay, or against Trump, and then he sends Robert De Niro there on his behalf to spark some controversy. So I guess my question is, how's that Trump's fault? Because his media is there, yeah, they're gonna use everything to their advantage. If he's tied up at the courts and he's supposed to be on a campaign trail, and they've extended the court out for 2 weeks, so now he's stuck there. How on earth is he supposed to campaign? What is he supposed to do? He did what was smart. He brought his crew, and they started filming. That's what I would have done. Get the news crew down there. Yeah, we're going to turn it political. We're going to use against the enemy what he's trying to use against us. A big chess move. Okay.
Happened before the election. This might be the only trial that happens before the election. And what De Niro and the Biden team said today was, well, we're only here not for the trial, but because all the news organizations are here. And so they've been doing political press conferences this entire time. So we're gonna do one too. So overall, no problem in my mind for the way I think about things, no problem, I would have done it earlier, okay? And I wouldn't care that they're saying I'm politicizing it, who cares? You have to keep.
Yeah, we know you don't care. We know you don't care about the rule of law and justice, real justice. We know that about you, Chink Uger. Anna might care a lot more than you. Like I said, she got more testosterone than you.
Screaming your message out. You have to get your message out. And what the Biden team is realizing from a different article we'll cover later in the show today is, oh, right, we forgot to get our message out.
But I totally disagree. So I'm gonna read an excerpt from the Associated Press's reporting on this, okay? So bear with me. Biden sending De Niro there is described as a sharp about face for Biden's team, which had largely ignored the trial since it began 6 weeks ago and is now looking to capitalize on its drama-filled closing moments, sending the Goodfellas actor, Robert De Niro, of course, and the first responders who were at the Capitol on January 6th, basically there to do this whole like press conference and make a point about how Trump is a threat to democracy. But this is the part that really stood out to me in the AP's reporting. They ultimately decided to engage because its message about the stakes of the election was struggling to break through the intense focus on the trial. Guys, all we hear from the Biden camp is the stakes of this election. Oh, democracy's on the line. That's all we hear from Biden. Could it be that maybe voters want something more than constant fear-mongering about the stakes of this election and how Trump is a threat to democracy? All we hear about from Democrats is how Trump is a threat to democracy.
Bingo. Okay. Big bada bingo. All right, that's what Biden should be focusing on. What the voters are saying, what the cost of everything. They're crying out for help. Okay, you see it everywhere, all over the internet. People are losing their minds about inflation, about the influx of the migrants. Okay, people are losing their minds. All right, because they still haven't adjusted to the shift of the inflation. They still haven't adjusted. They can't. It's going to take a very long time for somebody to get used to paying 2 to 3 times more than they used to pay for just regular things, food, gas. Okay, all right. So that's what Biden should be doing, paying attention to his voters and trying to fix what they are asking him. But that's not the Democrat Party. They don't do that. Okay, they're not interested to what you like. Their agenda needs to be pushed. They need to beat Trump. That's it. Okay, that's it. The man standing in the way of the freedom of our country is Trump. So they need to get rid of him. All right. Chink Uger has lost his mind. Anna is right on point with this. That's exactly what needs to happen. Well, I agree 100% with Anna Kasparian right here. Okay.
Yeah.
How about maybe address the concerns of your voters?
Yeah, so I actually agree with that part. So let me explain. So guys, why is Biden only talking about the threat to democracy?
Because he's got nothing else.
Bingo again. Okay. Yeah, Biden has nothing else. They literally have nothing else. If they had something, it would have been a good time to bring it out while Trump's in court, okay, on these charges. He could have been telling the world his plan, but he ain't got nothing. Okay, Biden had plenty of time to tell everybody what he wants to do to help the entire country. Okay, not just the blacks, not just Hispanics, not just the Asian. We want to help the entire country. But everything's so divided because, look, people can't afford anything. All right, so that's the number one issue right now at the top of the ticket. Inflation. It's always going. When people can't do good, when they can't feed themselves, when they have a hard time getting work, getting jobs, providing for their family, that's always going to be the biggest problem. Nothing else is literally going to matter. Nothing else. Anna's right again. Big bada bingo.
Because everything else would involve his donors. So for example, he could say, that's it, I'm ending the price gouging. This inflation was caused by these corporate that have been driving your prices up. Here, I have the receipts. Here's their calls during the stock market
Inflation is not caused by big corporations. All right, I'm going to have another video coming out right after this where I'm actually disagreeing with TYT on some of this corporate wealth and how they want to demonize business owners and so-called wealthy people, because they're so greedy when they have tons of expenses and operational expenses to run a business. That's not funny when you're in a situation when the cost of everything goes up, the cost of goods sold are going up, and you have a big company to run and people to pay. By the way, that's not funny. All right, and you got to make payroll and things like that. So these people have a very limited view on how businesses are supposed to be ran, and the United States of America is the biggest business in the world. The bottom line is, if you're on the fence about who to vote for, Trump or Biden, you are whack. Okay, you shouldn't be on the fence. This should be a no-brainer. All right, in the container. So the main issues, like I said, will be inflation. Joe Biden will not address those because they caused it, printing money out of thin air. They'll argue that they're not doing that. They'll say their counter to that will be, it's the big corporations that are greedy. I've got another video coming in right after that with TYT when I want to react to that one. But it's not the case. It's just not the case. We know we want free markets. We need to open up our economy so that everyone can breathe and everyone can do well. When the big guys are doing well, they call the little guys for services. They employ other people. So we need some of that big money to help us out. But when we demonize these people and we tax the living daylights out of them, it can never happen. All right. But the Biden administration doesn't have a plan. They don't have a plan to help anybody. They really just don't. The only people that would the only side that's going to help us right now is the MAGA Republicans, the conservative base, those who want to close the borders, free our economy, drive down inflation and interest rates, and that'll help us all the way across the board. These are words that some people may not really understand. They don't have families and they don't have expenses and businesses, but trust me, it is what we need right now to happen. All right. So the politicization of this trial is nothing but a sham, and everybody knows it. It's just lawfare against one of the greatest presidents ever. Okay, and nothing they've thrown at him is going to work. But Anna is absolutely on point with this. I'm thankful that we can see eye to eye on this because it's stupid. The things that they're doing to Trump is absolutely stupid. All right, this trial should have never been bought, and we're going to see. He's going to come out on top. I think Trump is going to win either way. If he doesn't, it's going to be very unfortunate. It's going to be very unfortunate. But, let me know what y'all think in the comments. Thank you so much for this wonderful opportunity to serve you guys. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe. This has been Yup, I Said It. And hit the bell notification so that you get all the latest videos. We love you. Thank you.